Every Icelander over 18 are organ donors with ability to opt out. How do you feel about this? As long as the ability to opt out is easy and evident, I don't care. Edit. Thanks for the upvotes everyone. I really did not expect my opinion to be appreciated by so many people. I did read most of the comments and responded to some. It seems a lots of people can't think of a reason to opt out. The only answer I have to that is everyone has their own view on life and may have different views than the majority. You know exactly how Reddit feels about that shiz. I've always said that this should be the way. I got an extra 13 years with my dad thanks to someone else's heart. Edit. I'm going to do my best to get back to every responder to this comment. It's almost exactly a year to the day that my dad died, and you've, mostly, all made me tear up with your comments and stories. Hashtag if you want to be an organ donor, make sure your family knows about it now. As long as I can still taxidermy my body when I'm dead, they can have my organs. My organs are free for all if anyone needs them. Smart idea. If you care enough to not be an organ donor, you can just opt out. This just increases the pool by adding the folk who don't care. I do believe there should be a clause added for those who could not reasonably be asked to give consent in the first place. I don't know, my heart's just not in it. Edit. On a serious note, it's a great idea. There seems to be this weird stigma that people have where they think that if they are an organ donor and the ER folks see that when trying to save their life, that for whatever reason they'll half-butt it so they can get their organs. I've never understood it, but this seems like a good way to handle that. Let people choose not to be helpful post-mortem instead of them having to choose to be. It's interesting because this is actually very similar to their state church system. Icelanders are automatically registered as a member of their mother's church upon birth and have to opt out if they don't want to be registered as a church member. My Icelandic friends and I call it Christian by default, leads to a lot of interesting cultural and religious views of what it means to be religious or not. Most people don't unregister but just never go to church. And the churches registered with the government still receive money from the state for anyone registered as congregants/members. Churches receive roughly $7.00 per month per registered individual regardless if they regularly attend or not. Only in recent years have people started to actually bother unregistering from their churches. We've had this in Wales since 2015, I can't remember anyone disagreeing with it. Unpopular opinion, but I do not like it. I am all for organs going to those that need it, and I would hate for organs to decompose and go to waste, but I am very much against the notion that you are automatically subscribed to becoming an organ donor. This would suggest they would have an automatic claim over your body unless you opt out. I principally believe that they do not and should not have any claim to my organs and body unless I willingly opt myself in. How do I feel about extremely popular opinion? Oh Reddit, you never change, not even the wording. How do you feel about this? It's the same in the Netherlands. It's a good thing people can opt out, and also the relatives of a deceased person can still decide to opt out if they want to. Many people aren't against this, but don't really want to think about it or make an effort while alive and organs are needed hard. I'm from Austria and it's been like this over here for as long as I can remember. Honestly, there is no issue. Very few people actively don't want to be donors, they care enough to just opt out. Most people don't care whether or not their organs are donated/don't think about it and would be too lazy to opt in if it weren't automatic. I literally see no reason against it, and anyone I've ever talked to about our system has expressed the same opinion. It's beyond me why it's not a thing in more countries. Edit. Till it's more widespread than I thought. I hope it's going to become even more common. If I'm dead, I don't need my organs. I have to disagree. While morally I think it is great to have organs more readily available, I think you should not automatically be opted in. My feelings on this stem from the technology industry, apps, Windows, Microsoft, browsers, video games, they all automatically opt you into their information gathering, email sending, text message viewing, invasive services. I personally think it should be illegal to have anyone automatically opt me in for anything. Everything should be a default no until I otherwise give my consent to it. It also should be illegal to give out other people's information under the guise of if you recommend 5 friends you get a free t-shirt. Because then all of a sudden I am getting spam calls from gyms, window companies, scammers, all because some butthole that has my number decided to put me down as a recommendation, even asking to take me off lists. I still get calls. Yes, I am an organ donor. Yes, I wish more people were, but no, I don't believe anyone should be automatically opted in for anything. No one should have to spend time, energy or have to navigate tricky menus just to opt out of something they never agreed to in the first place, even if it is a simple 5 minutes of your time with an easy to navigate website. Most companies/places bank on people not paying attention/not knowing in the first place. While it is a good idea for saving lives, I feel like the government automatically opting in is kind of an overreach of powers. I'm in Portugal, we already do this, it has never been an issue as far as I recall. Just out of curiosity, what would this mean in a Jane/John Doe type situation? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe, it's free. Check out some other videos I've made.